Good morning, my friends, or good afternoon, or good evening, wherever you are today in your day. Thank you for joining me. I'm Anita Kaiser from Anita Kaiser Wellness. I'm just going to wait a moment and see if anybody hops on. If you're listening to the replay, please do use hashtag replay. Let me know you were here. I'm always super grateful to see comments after either during or afterwards, and just to know that you're utilizing the content I'm providing. So today I thought I would do a short tapping sequence to help with something I'm seeing with lots of my clients. And so the majority of the people that I work with, they're empaths in business, and they are really smart people. And so what happens with empaths, we learn to read the room and we learn to modify our own behavior to fix sort of the energy in the room, right? We try and bring people more joy. If they're sad, we try and take away their anger. We try and shift things around, right? And so over the years, as we come into adulthood, we oftentimes we've studied and learned about human psychology, and we do this because the why of people's behavior is super, super interesting to us as empaths. We want to understand why. And so what happens, we can often sort of start to make excuses. Again, they've had a rough go of it, or, they don't mean to be like that, or whatever. And so all of that, the more we think about the why, and I wonder what that means, and I wonder what they're thinking, gets us all up in our head, right? And then we get stuck up there. And as an empath, our strength is down here in our heart, right? That's where the true information lies. That's where, we really begin to see clearly. So I thought I would do a short tapping sequence out of the head into the heart. All right? So if you've never tapped with me, I'll tell you, first thing, you want to remove your glasses if you're wearing them. And second thing, this is done as a call and response. So I'm going to say something and then I'll be quiet, and hopefully I'm quiet long enough for you to repeat what I've said. All right, so we're going to begin. We're going to tap through various areas, various meridians in the body and acupressure points. And we're going to start on the outside of the hand. Doesn't matter which hand you start with, and it doesn't need to be hard. All right? Even though I find myself often analyzing what other people are doing, it gets me all up in my head. I'm learning to love and accept myself completely. Even though I often find myself thinking about what other people are doing, I like to analyze and get really clear on their why. But I'm learning to love and accept myself completely. Even though I spend a lot of time thinking about what other people are doing and why they're doing it, I'm learning to love and accept myself completely. So we're going to move in between the eyes, out of my head, side of the eyes, into my heart. Underneath the eyes, out of my head, underneath the nose, into my heart. On the chin, being up in my head, down to the chest, helps keep me safe. Under the arm, nipple line, but at the side. Being in my head, in between the eyes, makes me feel in control. Outside of the eyes, being in my head, underneath the eyes, makes me feel better. Underneath the nose, I wonder when I learned. On the chin, that being in my head was better. Down to the chest, I wonder what my life would be like if I spent more time in my heart. Underneath the arm, I'm open to spending more time in my heart. In between the eyes, I'm open to getting out of my head, side of the eyes, and into my heart. Underneath the eye, out of my head, underneath the nose, into my heart. On the chin, I'm curious about spending more time in my heart. Down to the chest, I wonder what a difference it would make in my business. All right, big breath in. Sigh it out, keep tapping. Underneath the arm, I'm ready to explore. Top of the head, getting out of my head and into my heart. One more time, staying at the top of the head. I'm ready to explore. Getting out of my head and into my heart. Take your hands, shake them, place them down, take a big breath in, sigh it out. And I just invite you to take a few moments to notice how this feels in your body. Notice what the energy feels like. Notice what thoughts there are. Allow yourself to spend some time with this. All right. And I'd love to know how this felt for you. If it made a difference, what you noticed, please do let me know. And that's all for today. Thanks so much for joining me. We'll talk to you soon.